the last of the Paldea starter trio, Quaquavel EX might have the most potential out of any Pokemon we've looked at so far. How's it going, everybody? Hitmonchanning here, back again with another Pokemon trading card game, online deck tech, and we are here on TCG live to look at Quaquavel EX. I've had a couple different lists for Quaquavel, but this one is, I think, the best one, and it's been inspired by Celio's network. His list is actually really interesting, and I took a couple of design cues from that list for ours, so I'm going to link his channel in the description below. Absolutely go check him out. Excellent content creator. So what are we looking at for Quaquavel EX right here? Well, Quaquavel has 320 HP. It is a stage 2, and its first attack, Exciting Dance, does 60 for 1 water energy, and it reads, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active Pokemon. So kind of works as an escape rope, plus you can do 60 damage, which is really good when you combine that with Klefki. Klefki's Mischievous Lock is able to lock down a lot of basic Pokemon abilities, such as Ting-Lu, Comfey, Manaphy. It can lock down basically everything as long as it's in the active spot. So Klefki is a really good addition to this deck. And we're also playing a Mimikyu from the Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved set with that Safeguard ability that walls it out from being damaged by Pokemon EX and Pokemon V. This is very good into a variety of decks, especially when you're constantly forcing your opponent to switch into a Pokemon they may not want in their active spot. And its attack, Ghostai, is not too bad either for a Psychic and Colorless. You can just place 7 damage counters on your opponent's active, and this kind of lines up the numbers very nicely. For Quaquavel EX's second attack, Spiral Shot, which does 230, and you can put 2 energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand. Now, how are we going to power up Quaquavel? Well, it's very low maintenance, so we can use just normal attaching for turn on it. But we can also use the Quaquavel from the Scarlet and Violet base set with that Energy Carnival ability to let us attach an additional basic energy from our hand to one of our Pokemon. Now, other than that, we are playing a Radiant Greninja in this deck to help us draw throughout the early game, and so we can set up a potential checkmate style play with Moonlight Shuriken, because those numbers combo really nicely with Quaquavel EX's Spiral Shot and Exciting Dance. They hit some important numbers for basics, stage 1s, and EXs alike. And then for some simple draw, we're playing a 2-1 line of Bidoof and Bibarel. If my time with Miraidon and Flaffy has taught me anything, it's that sometimes having a 2-1 line, or for example a 3-2 line, is actually way better than doing, you know, a simple 2-2 or a simple 1-1. I have 2 Bidoof in here because I think it's really important. If we start a Bidoof and we can kind of foresee it's going to get knocked out, we can bench another one to guarantee our big roll next turn. Apart from that, we're playing 4 of the Quaxly, 1 of the Quaxwell, and then 3 Quaquavel EX and 2 Quaquavel from Scarlet and Violet, respectively. Now, with regards to trainers, we have a pretty interesting spread going on here. First things first, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Battle VIP Pass, as well as, you know, 1 Super Rod to help us recover some Pokemon, and then we have 4 Nest Ball and 3 Ultra Ball. Now, my Pokemon Search Split, and a Heavy Ball, but our Pokemon Search Split is kind of interesting here. I'm only opting for 2 VIP passes because we do play 4 copies of Irida, so we can help search out that VIP if we're going second, or if we're not, we don't have to exactly rely on getting that VIP pass to set up because we have our 4 Nest Ball. Now, we are also playing 2 copies of Boss's Orders, 1 Cheryl to help us heal our Quaquavel EX, as well as 4 copies of Colress Experiment to help us draw through the top 5 of our deck and just kind of fit the pieces to get our stage 2s into play. Colress's Experiment, I think, is a staple card in almost any stage 2 deck. Obviously, except for Gardevoir, you don't really need it in that one because you have such a powerful draw engine, but I think Colress is such an important piece of any stage 2 deck that doesn't have a draw engine built in. We also do play 2 Beach Court in this list to help us pivot after we switch our Quaquavel with its attack. And then we are playing 2 copies of Iono to disrupt our opponent's hand. And then we have 1 Energy Search, so we can get an energy off of Irida, basically, as well as 1 Cleansing Gloves that we can hopefully naturally draw into, which will desperately help us in those Lost Box matchups. As for energies, we are playing 7 Water Energy, which is pretty par for the course, as well as 2 of the brand new Luminous Energy, so we can enable our Mimikyu to attack, as well as 1 Jet Energy that we can attach and boost something up into the active spot. I am very excited to show off this Quaquavel EX deck in action. I think it's so much fun to play, and I can't wait for you to see it here on the Hitmonchanning channel, so we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to hop right into it. Our opponent is calling the coin flip. They chose heads, so tails never fails for us, and it is tails, so we are going to definitely go first here. Just kind of want a decent starting hand, nothing insane. I just want a couple Pokemon down, and that's it. This is a pretty good hand. I'm happy with this one for sure. Start Bidoof. We have some potential depending on what we're playing against. I've yet to verse a Chen-Pao Baxcalibur deck with this deck, so I'd kind of like to get a couple of those matches and see what we're up against. Greninja and Manaphy. Don't know exactly what that is. Another Nest Ball's great though because we can VIP. We can grab Bidoof and Quaxly for sure. So we guarantee our Bibarel. That's what I was saying earlier about having 2 Bidoofs at the start. Grab another Quaxly. And I think Greninja's kind of necessary here, just to help us start the setup process. You can discard, get more. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm looking to see what they're gonna have, because honestly, if we're against Lost Zone or something, we might be doing okay this next turn. I didn't want to bank everything on that Bibarel, so I'm glad we raiding Greninja because we actually do have a lot more options now, for sure. We just need to find an energy and we should be okay. But I'm curious to see what we are up against. The Greninja and the Manaphy, and that's all that's on the bench. There's an Artisan, which is actually a pretty good stadium for us to have, because we can grab our Klefki or our Mimikyu. And there's some Ralts coming down, so maybe we're playing against Gardevoir. Gardevoir is also a really interesting matchup for this deck. You can do quite a lot. Oh, they're going to Worker too and get rid of that Artisan? Come on. Yeah, this is definitely Gardevoir for sure. Curious what kind of Gardevoir it is. There is a concealed cards coming from my opponent. Yeah, this is interesting. This is going to be an interesting match for sure. They could just end it there. They already used their supporter. So we can take a turn to get set up. They're not going to be doing anything crazy just yet. They do have that Manaphy, which is something that we want to knock out, though, as soon as possible. And they're just going to pass to us, which I'm content with. And we top like a rare candy, so that's also really good. You can grab the barrel. I think I want to rare candy into this Quaquavel. Irida, and I want a rare candy and this Quaquavel now, which is good. So I'm basically set up, and now we can Industrious Incisors. We can thin down our hand a little bit. Chorus is good. We can get rid of Quaxwell and this energy. But do we want to get rid of Chorus because I've yet to Concealed? No, I think it's just safer that we keep the Chorus. We'll grab our other Quaxly right now. That's, I think, an important card to get. And we can just attach this to this Quaquavel and just pass. So our next turn, we're going to make a lot of magic happen, I believe. We have a lot of options here. We've only got 2 energy in the discard. We got a lot of energy to get. Our Quaquavel is 1 step away from being powered up. We can start prepping Greninja so we can take a multi-knockout if we're able to get this Manaphy knocked out, of course. Which all we need isn't that much. We just need a boss and 2 energies. So that's not bad. Looking for a research. They are playing Reversal Guardy here, so that definitely changes our game plan a lot. It does make it a little bit harder because they do have Luxray that they can just bring down and let Quaquavel knock out. So, or get knocked out by Quaquavel, sorry. And they have the Manaphy down already, which makes things a bit rougher for us. They're going to Super Rod here. Putting back just Gallade, I think. Yep. I hate that cards like Super Rod don't show you what they're bringing back, so you have to kind of just beat the system a little bit. Could be all that they're doing this turn. Yeah, okay. No Curly is down is good for us. Rare Candy's fine. So we'll go for an Industrious Incisors here. We get our other Quaquavel, that's good. I think, just want to Chorus, get a bunch of energies. That's my play. Cheryl's important. This is important. This is an interesting dilemma. I don't think we need any of these cards. We literally just need a Luminous Energy. Just so we can start getting some damage off. And we'll exciting dance here. 260, we'll just pivot into our other Quaquavel. So we can kind of start amassing a chain here. We can go into a Ralts, that makes sense. If we can find our cleansing gloves, then we can actually start getting some stuff done. We can start, you know, doing some shenanigans. We can start knocking out Ralts. But yeah, we've got to keep in mind how many ordinary rods, or sorry, super rods they've played. They're down a Hurricane, down 2 boss, down a super rod. So yeah, I'm very concerned with this Mewtwo V Union though. I think when that comes out, it's going to hurt us. They have a Burnett, which is really strong because they can just discard 2 V Union pieces. I haven't seen any reversal energies yet. So if they're not playing reversal, and their goal is just get Mewtwo V Union out, that's really good for us because we can just knock it out in one go with Quaquavel if they power it up. So, yeah, they're going to need to get some damage on our Quaquavel as well so before they can knock it out. So that's not too bad. Yeah, we're just going to need to wait and see what we get here. I think Irida's going to be the go. Are the cleansing gloves in here? They are. And we do have a boss. We have an Iono. I think we'll grab these 2 for now. That just makes the most sense to me. Because we can search and go for 8 concealed cards here. Just to draw through our deck a bit more. So Chloris. I'll attach here. Energy Carnival. I think we kind of just need to knock this Greninja out. Yeah, I think that's just unfortunately what we have to do. I would have liked to find some combination of a boss's orders to get that Manaphy out of here. But we get to draw a prize, which is another Quaxly. Not exactly what we need. We are an energy ahead of the game, though. So in case this Quaquavel gets knocked out, we can go to our other Quaquavel and start doing some other shenanigans. We do have 1 rare candy in the Lost Zone, as well as 3 used. So there's no world we can get another Quaxly out. But I am kind of hoping that they go for a early Mewtwo V Union. Because that's just free for us, honestly. Like, that's super easy for us to deal with, as long as our Quaquavels are staying up and alive and well. So I'm thinking maybe we take a turn to draw into more energies until we can amass a hand where we can boss knock out that Manaphy. Maybe that's my current plan. I'm just interested to see. They get their first Curlia out, so they're gonna get to start drawing through the deck a bit more. We're gonna want to take a knockout. Taking a knockout on anything here is good. Like, I can say that for sure. They're gonna refinement something away. It'll give us a little bit more intel on what they're playing. Even from Arcana, which makes me think that their hand is like very difficult to work with right now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not super concerned right now, but this is a difficult matchup to navigate nonetheless. So we'll see what they do. They might just pass it from here. They're gonna retreat into something. They're gonna retreat into Manaphy. Interesting. If we can, if we can find Jet Energy, we will be in an extremely good spot here because we can get Greninja ready. They've already played a Super Rod, I believe. Yes. Okay. Luminous Energy isn't going to do us too much right now. So the first things first is we'll concealed cards, get rid of a Water Energy. No Jet Energy. Not yet. Close the Experiment. No Jet, but we do get the gloves, which is good. We literally just want all 3 of these. We still want to just knock out this Manaphy here. So we'll put this. Yeah, this makes sense. We want to just knock out the Manaphy. We can knock out other Pokemon with the gloves after. So we'll just Spiral Shot, take the knockout on Manaphy, and we get to take a prize card. Yeah, this is okay. This is a bad time to get Iono'd. I think after this turn coming up, we have a massive hand, don't get me wrong, but I think next turn, after we can take another knockout, is when we'll actually be in a good spot. I am very terrified that this is a proper reversal build, and I think it is, because if they just drop that Luxray, we are so screwed, and we need another turn to be able to get Greninja out. The cards just didn't fall quite in our favor this turn, so we're needing 2 more turns for a Greninja play. We are getting Iono here, which really does suck, because we had a lot of our key pieces in our hand. As long as we can get some energy, though, we'll be okay. We have our own Iono with a Beach Court, which isn't too rough either. So all we really need to draw into here is if we can just find our gloves again, or a Jet Energy, we'll be okay. They have a lot of refinements to go through now, though, so that's going to make things a bit more tough for us. Excuse me. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm just kind of analyzing the matchup as we go on. I do think that we are in a good spot, though. Yeah, I definitely think we're in a good spot. I didn't check, though, if Jet was prized. I don't remember. There's that Luxray that I was not happy about. So it is definitely a reversal build. So they can bring out Luxray. And then refinement, they're probably trying to find that switch plus reversal. At this point, though, all they need is Guardian EX plus a reversal, and they'll be good. There's a Galate, so no Guardian EX this turn. There's that reversal. Oh, so they're going to Swirling Slice this Quaquavel, I'm guessing. And then just transfer to the Luxray. That makes sense. What are they going to Buddy Catch for next turn? Another Iono. That's fine, because we have Bibarel, so I'm not too worried about that. They can Swirling Slice. That's okay. They're moving it to Luxray. Makes sense. I want to knock out that Luxray. If I can knock out that Luxray, I think I'll be pretty happy. Super Rod, we kind of do want that, because we just want a bunch of energies back in the deck. 1, 2, 3. All back in for us, which is good. Play the Beach Court. Probably best to Bibarel first. Do good. Boss. But Boss doesn't help us right now, so unfortunately, we're going to have to just Iono. Yeah, that really sucks. That really sucks. We need to just find our energies. We don't even get any energy. Are you kidding me? Okay, we'll end the turn here, I guess. That really hurts. Like, they're gonna be able to get a lot powered up here. That really hurts us, actually. That really does hurt us. Though we do have Colress, so we can get some good dig next turn. Yeah, they're going to be able to do a lot here. We could try and farm them down, force them to kind of lose to deck out, maybe. I think at this point, though, they're too powered up. Though, yeah, they still need to get the other V-Union in play, or the rest of their V-Union in play. Here's a Buddy Catch for another Iono. They can play that. I'm not too concerned if they play that right now. Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm comfortable getting Iono to 4, just because, yeah, we can see an energy. That's good. I have a couple cards I can burn in my hand. If they find another reversal, they can Swirling Slice knock out this Quaquavel, which is not preferred for me, I won't lie. They have Gardevoir, so they can still knock out the Quaquavel with just normal psychic energies. So I'm thinking here, we're going to have to go into our other Quaquavel. But there's no way we can knock out that Gardevoir right now. Like, I think the constant Iono, just disruption and us getting a turn late off of the Greninja really did harm us here. Because now they can just kind of go through and they're going to have that attachment for turn. They can Swirling Slice into something else. Yeah, okay. This is going to be a rough go for sure. I don't know what exactly we can do. Are they going to retreat? Are they going to go for a Luxray here? Okay, that's interesting. Why would they reversal to that Guardian? There's that Wild Charge for knockout. They harm themselves. That's fine. That was an interesting play. I don't quite understand why they did that. The reversal energy has now been out of effect. So maybe I'll go into this Bidoof just so we can pivot easily. Yeah, our other boss being there sucks. I'll Nest Ball here. We need our boss. If we can hit Gardevoir, we can actually do a lot of damage to our opponent's setup here. Klefki isn't going to help us though, so I'll just pass off that. I'll Energy Carnival, put an energy on Quaquavel. Can we find boss here? Do I want to bench this Quaxly? Because this is what I'm thinking. If I bench the Quaxly, they can just knock out Quaquavel, then Side Explosion for the win. So I think it's best to avoid it. I hope we can get boss off his Bibarel. Potentially, we can. Let's go for a concealed cards. Can we get that boss? Close but not quite. For next turn, we got the boss. We don't need Luminous anymore. At least we can still prep some stuff. We'll start getting Greninja ready. I guess that's the best play. Yeah, we can retreat into this Quaquavel. I'm just so confused as to why they put that reversal on that Gardevoir. We can potentially two-shot a Gardevoir as well. I don't see them knocking out this Quaquavel next turn. Potentially. Or I can just delay us a turn with Exciting Dance. That won't do anything though. I think Spiral Shot's the best play. I think there's still a lot they need to do here. Oh, that's very helpful now. Thank you, game. I don't know. This is so confusing to me. It's also possible for us to take a double knockout here on this Gallade and the Kirlia with our Radiant Greninja. So that could be good as well. However, if they put Mewtwo V-Union into play, don't think there's a world they can knock out with this Quaquavel, so we should just win. They can't take 4 prizes otherwise. So if they do that... Okay, I think we do have game, right? Because Final Burn only does 300. Yeah, and Side Explosion 16 damage counters. So we should actually have the game here. As long as it can get bossed up, yeah. Because those Cleansing Gloves will always come in clutch. Always play Cleansing Gloves when you need a tool, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just very curious what their play is. Like, why are they bringing Mewtwo in right now? You know, it's such an interesting play. They can Refinement. Maybe they're just preparing? Or maybe they meant to remove the reversal somewhere else? I don't know. It's so confusing to me. Did they get Luxray back? They did. Maybe that's what they're going for. But how are they going to get this Gallade out now? They don't have any energies to retreat it left. I'm confused for their play. If they just pass here, we just win the game. So, there's an Iono, of course, at the perfect time to make our life difficult. We should have a Colress or 2 left though, but we needed that boss's orders in order to win. So, thank you, game. I really appreciate that. I need to shuffle the deck somehow before I Bibarel so I can... Okay, they do have a reversal as well. Okay, so they're going to be able to poke our Quaquavel or retreat into Mewtwo V-Union, which would hurt us a lot. Actually, not really. Retreating into Mewtwo V-Union wouldn't actually do anything to hurt us because we could... I'm just so confused, to be completely honest with you. I don't know, maybe my brain isn't big enough. Because all we need to do is knock out their V-Union. And if we're able to do that in... I think we have 2 turns to do that. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something here. But let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Playing against Reversal Guardy is always fun. It is always like a challenge. They got rid of another reversal, so that's fine. We're going to V-Union. Maybe their plan is to just Super Regen, or they're gonna Psy-Explosion. I'm thinking they're gonna Psy-Explosion because that's what makes sense. Probably knock out Greninja, which would hurt us quite a bit. They can't get anything. They can't take up 2 knockouts this turn though, which is good. But we'll just have to see what they do here. Okay, they're gonna Super Regen. That's fine. Super Regen doesn't really fix anything for them though. Do I want to Chorus here first? Do we want to Irida? No, I think Chorusing here first makes sense. Because I can Nest Ball to Shuffle, I want those. Don't necessarily need anything other than that. I'll Nest Ball. Shuffle up the deck. A Carnival. Probably better to just attach just to be safe. We'll Incisors here. Ultra Ball's fine. I do want to save that Ultra Ball. And now we just Spiral Shot for 230. Okay, not too bad. Now we can just Greninja for the win. They knock it out, we Quaquavel for the win. They can't knock out our bench Quaquavel unless they boss it, but in that scenario, they don't... Yeah, I was gonna say, what supporters do they have left? It looks like they played everything and they played their Pal Pad. So, like, it's hard for them to kind of make a big play here, I think. So I'm just curious what this was for. They can Super Regen, that's fine. If we find our Cleansing Gloves, we win. Boss is fine as well. I don't know, do you think I can find the Cleansing Gloves this turn? Because if we're doing 230, that's 290. That's like almost perfect numbers. Okay, I think we can do it. I think we can find the Cleansing Gloves this turn. We need to see 6 cards. Can bench you. Attach. Yeah, we should theoretically be able to see it this turn. So we Industrious Incisors. Yeah, so we should be able to see the Cleansing Gloves this turn. Okay, that's fine. We can conceal the cards here. Draw 2. We see the Cleansing Gloves. Attach. Then we Spiral Shot. Oh my gosh, I did my math wrong. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I thought it did 260 base. That's fine. That's fine. Because what energy do they have? You could potentially lock that Guardy in the active and just win off that. We have Iono to keep us safe as well. Maybe I'll try doing that. Or, I mean, if we Spiral Shot here, we should still be fine. Yeah, we'll just Spiral Shot here still. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. I am such an idiot. Ah, that's so frustrating. Oh man. Hey, it's okay. We're still doing okay. I don't know if they bricked a little bit or they're just trying to stall us, but... Okay, Super Regen, that's it? Okay, we do win then. Okay, I think they might have, yeah, played themselves out of the game a little bit. We can Energy Carnival to our main Quaquavel. Attach for turn. And now we can Spiral Shot for 260. So doing exactly, not exactly, we did enough damage to knock out Mewtwo Union, take our final 3 prizes, and win the game. That was an intense match, I won't lie, but we were able to pull it off in the end with Quaquavel EX. We get to call the coin flip here. Tails never fails, is what I always say, and we do want to be going first in this matchup. Unfortunately, we didn't win the coin flip, so we're very likely going to be going second, but that's okay because Irida is the savior card. It can basically get our whole board set up from one play of a supporter. My opponent's going to go first, and that's a-okay with me. Hopefully we at least get a decent starting hand here. That's all I want, and this is like honestly pretty ideal. This is kind of what you're looking for. We're playing against a lightning deck, might be Miraidon. We're going to get to see off this mulligan here. Bunch of mulligans, oh my gosh. That's a lot of mulligans. Maybe it's like Dracozolt or something. Honestly, we're gonna take all of those because that just gives us so many more options. It is Miraidon. I didn't think about like it 8 times. That's hilarious. If we started Klefki, we would have been in a way better spot, obviously, but it's not an impossible matchup to do anyway. I'm just kind of curious to see what happens here. We can leave Mimikyu in the active. They go for their tandem unit. That's fine. Get their Pokemon out onto the field. There's a generator coming down from my opponent. They're going to hit some energies very likely. And we're going to see... They're going to start powering up Zero Aura. Makes sense so they can deal with that Mimikyu. All we really need is a couple turns to kind of get set up and get going. And then we'll be A-okay. So we'll bench that Klefki, bench Greninja. We can use VIP Pass, grab ourselves 2 Quaxlys. And then we can Nest Ball as well. Do we want a 3rd Quaxly right here? I think we do, actually. We want that 3rd Quaxly. I can Irida and get prepared, but I don't think I really need Irida even. I could jet into Klefki and start getting some damage off, but that doesn't really matter too much right now. I think the best play is we'll just attach to Quaxly here. We'll play Irida, so we can grab our Quaquaval for next turn. We have one rare candy in hand. So all we really need is another rare candy, I believe. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we could just pass the turn. So we're good to go, basically, for our next turn. I see this Mimikyu getting knocked out very easily here, so that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. What I don't want to happen is, what's it called? Okay, they have a rope. Rope's a bit annoying, but I think it's better to just go into Klefki, because at least we stop them from using Miraidon's ability this turn, so they can't get their board set up. Yeah, because I eventually do want to prepare Greninja. Like, I'll be able to knock out this Raikou, and then I want to set up a Greninja play, so I can begin, what's it called? I can begin... What's the word I'm looking for? Pinging these Pokemon to get them prepared to be knocked out. So there's Quaxly. We do have Iono, which is not bad. We'll attach Jet to Quaxly. We can Rare Candy. Put Quaquavel in play here. We can Rare Candy once more. Put this Quaquavel in play right here. I'll Nest Ball. And I want to put this Bidoof down. I'm debating if I should go for an Iono. I do have the knockout here. And it'll be tough for them to get a knockout. And like, I don't really have much going on. There's nothing else I'd rather knock out than this Raikou, so I don't need to play boss. I'm just kind of thinking here, Iono's probably better just so we can start powering up Greninja, because that is my game plan after all. So we'll play the Iono. I just want to grab some energies here. Thankfully, I do get one. I don't necessarily want to, like, conceal cards or anything. Yeah, we just have Klefki there, nothing else really. So I think Spiral Shot, best thing to do here. We'll take the knockout. I can put those back in my hand. And we get to take 2 prize cards as well, putting us ahead. Get a Luminous Energy. Luminous isn't bad because we can use Ghost Eye as well. But yeah, they have the Regieleki. This Zero Aura is not going to be able to knock us out quite yet. If they can get like, a bunch of Pokemon down and use like Raikou or something, and then our Quaquavel is going to go down. But I'm kind of hoping this thing can live at least 1 turn. They have another energy they're putting on that Zero Aura. And they're just going to Battle Claw, it looks like, for not the knockout, 180. So they're going to be 2-shotting Quaquavel, which is actually like very good for us because it stops us from... it stops them from getting like an additional 2 prizes on us. So I think my plan here is to go for Radiant Greninja, ping these 2, then I need to find my bosses. I haven't used any yet, so I should be able to find them naturally through drawing. So from here, I'm thinking I want to first Energy Carnival, put this energy on Greninja. Now we can Jet Energy onto Greninja, bring them up into the active spot. I think I can Heavy Ball, or sorry, Ultra Ball, get rid of these two. I'll grab Bibarel. This is a good time to get Bibarel in the repertoire. I will play Bibarel down. And now, do I want a Colress or do I want an Irida? That's my question. I think I have a better chance of finding the cards I need through Colress here. So I do want to go for a Colress. We got Boss. This Quaquavel is good to have. And I guess this Colress is good as well. Yeah, might be. I think that's the best play here. I don't really need much else, so we can go for... I can Concealed. I think Concealed is a good call right now. Yeah, we'll go for a Concealed. We don't need Luminous Energy, just need more cards. Okay, I did get Rare Candy, so I can go into the other Quaquavel, which is good. And now Moonlight Shuriken is what I want to do here. We'll put 90 on Miraidon and 90 on Regieleki VMAX. And we'll get rid of these two Water Energies. So we're kind of just waiting now. This is the waiting game. We want them to... Basically, they can knock out this Greninja, which is fine. They can Tandem Unit, get more Pokemon, that's okay as well. Just want another Zero Aura. This is a really interesting deck combination by, you know, getting a bunch of basics out. They don't even knock out Greninja, which I think is good for us right here. So what I want to do, I can afford a turn of Colress. So I'm thinking I go for a Colress first. And I want to grab... I don't need Keys. I don't need Bibarel. I want to grab these three. I want to... I think I want a Super Rod first here. And now my reasoning for this, I just want these two, is if I can Concealed cards into more energy in the future, that will be good. I don't want to, like... I don't want to overcommit this. So I think all that I want to do is, like, I really needed to find more energies there. I have 1, 2 in play, 3 accounted for. I think I Concealed cards here and just hope to draw into more energies. We haven't played Energy Search yet, I don't think. No, so we can do that with Irida next turn. Actually, so we should be fine. I'll just attach this Quaquavel. And actually... Battle Claw's not even doing as much, so I'll just go into Mimikyu here. Try and stall for another turn if I can, because really all I need to do is find my energies and then just boom, boss knockout, boom, boss knockout, and I win the game. So we're actually doing okay here. There's an Ultra Ball coming down for my opponent. Not sure what they're looking for, probably just to thin. They did draw on Cynthia though. Good, we didn't take a knockout. They can't get their full potential of the bench. Or sorry, of that draw power. Now they might just be going for Battle Claw for 60 damage here. Yeah, which will be okay for us. Like, I'm not too worried about that. So now my, or they can, yeah, they can Mach Bolt for the knockout here, which is fine. That's completely okay. Because I think if I can bring up that Regieleki VMAX this next turn, which I absolutely should be able to, I'm gonna be in a really, really solid spot. So here's our Quaquavel coming out. We literally just need an energy, and an energy we are granted, so we are good to go. So I'll boss up this Regieleki VMAX. Attach this here. I can also, like, little Nest Ball. Do I need Klefki in any world here? Not really. It's good just to look through the deck. We have Energy Search, so we can find our other energies. But we don't even need to. Yeah, we'll just hit done here. And we can Spiral Shot, take the knockout on Regieleki VMAX, and we basically have almost game in hand. We basically just find our other boss's orders, and we should have all the resources to do so. Get our other energy, which is good. But honestly, it's not all bad because we don't even need boss at this point. We've set up a checkmate scenario where we literally just needed 2 Quaquavels in play. Because they can't take 2 knockouts, we're able to put another Quaquavel up, and then Bob's your uncle. We can knock out whatever they throw at us this turn. They're just going to Mach Bolt. Yeah, there's not like too much they can do. So we are going to just be able to Energy Carnival. We'll attach here. Yeah, they're going to concede. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think we played that round perfectly. They did end up whiffing in the end, but that is like that is what happens with Miraidon. You know, if you're playing Miraidon, you might just end up whiffing your key cards at your key points. It happens to every Miraidon player, so I'm happy with how the deck performed. So what do you think of my Quaquavel EX deck? I am very much enjoying this deck. I think it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of potential to do really cool plays with Quaquavel. I'm just thinking, what would I change about this deck? Honestly, I don't know. Everything seems pretty, like, useful, consistent. I don't want to say it's a perfect 60, obviously, because I do find that some starts are really awkward, so it might be worth grabbing like trying to squeeze in another VIP pass or two. Not sure if you need Heavy Ball, but then again, I think Greninja is such a pivotal part of this deck, the way I have it built anyway. And Mimikyu is really good too, so that you could prize. So being able to grab a Heavy Ball off of Irida, I think is a really important card in here. But everything else has a purpose in the deck. Irida is so good, makes water type Pokemon incredible in this format, but I think everything else is good in here. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below, what do you think of this deck? What did you like? What did you dislike? What would you keep and what would you change? And subscribe to the channel, because I'm posting 2 new Pokemon trading card game videos minimum every single week here on the Hitmonchanting channel. And with all that said and done, Hitmonchanting out.